Her Excellency Chairperson, distinguished head of delegations, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor and pleasure to address the 2018 CVF Virtual Summit. On behalf of the Royal Government of Cambodia, I would like to address my sincere appreciation to the Government of Marshall Islands, especially Her Excellency President Halder Hein, for organizing such an important online gathering of world leaders to address the increasingly serious issue of climate change. Cambodia is among the countries most vulnerable to the impact of climate change and global warming, while contributing the least to our causes. We have seen higher incidents of severe floods, droughts, and tropical storms, as well as changing rainfall regime and rise in temperatures and sea level. Such extreme weather events have importantly affected the livelihoods of tens of thousands of people and undermine our socioeconomic development and poverty reduction efforts. Thus, Cambodia takes climate change very seriously. The Royal Government of Cambodia has adopted most international legal instruments related to climate change and sustainable development. For instance, Cambodia was swift to ratify the Paris Agreement, the first ever universal, legally binding global climate deal, through which the world leaders expressed their strong commitment to deal with climate change and save our planet. Indeed, concrete actions under the agreement and the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development collectively will be necessary if climate change is to be addressed and sustainable development and shared prosperity for mankind ensure. If we do not address climate change, we will not achieve the 2030 agendas. Cambodia has been doing her best to contribute to the effort by taking various national measures. Of particular note, a high-level national policy dialogue on climate change has been held, resulting in the development of Cambodia Climate Change Strategic Plan 2014-23, which was launched in the late 2013. This was followed by sectoral climate change action plan developed by 14 ministries and agencies concerned. In addition, the National Council for Sustainable Development was established in 2015 to coordinate formulations and implementations of policy measures to address climate change and sustainable development. Further, we have integrated climate change into planning and budgetary process, as well as developed agenda to ensure green growth, low carbon emissions, and climate resilient development. Clean and renewable energies and energy efficiencies are actively promoted. Besides, a national M&E framework for climate change is in place, with 5 institutional readiness indicators and 3 impacts indicators through which vulnerabilities and change and damage from extreme weather events are tracked on an annual basis. Lately, the Ministry of Environment has successfully led participatory process to draft a new comprehensive environmental code, which will be adopted soon to promote behavior change and more active participation among all stakeholders in support of national effort. Overall, climate change and sustainable development have constantly enjoyed a high attention and strong support from the Royal Government of Cambodia, as evident by the fact that share of national budget allocated to climate expenditure has increased steadily, and the government investment in area of climate change tripled over the last 8 years. It has now been placed even more prominent in the new socio-economic policy agenda of the Royal Government of Cambodia in the 6th legislatures, called the Rectangular Strategy Phase 4. Madam Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, more concerted effort and international solidarity are urgent and necessary to address the growing impacts of climate change. I'm optimistic that by the end of 2018, some of the commitment under the Paris Agreement will be translated into concrete mechanism and action to ensure trust and cooperation in the joint endeavor, especially when the world leaders are meeting during the COP24 in Katowice later this year. Developed countries need to do more, as they are in better position financially and technologically. LDC need better and faster access to international climate change, finance, technology transfers, and capacity development support so as to participate in the joint effort more effectively. Through our important work of CVF, we are voicing our serious concern about climate change and urging upon rich nations for more concrete action to deal with the pressing issue. I'm convinced that together we will be able to effectively address climate change, safeguard our planet, and protect the humanity. Finally, I wish the 2018 CVF Virtual Summit a fruitful success. Thank you for your kind attention.